Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Scruggs here. I just wanted to hop on here and say hey to you guys real quick. I've missed seeing y'all at school. Right before school got out, we started learning about the solar system at my center, and we started learning about the sun and the moon and the stars. Well, we didn't get to finish because school got closed. And so I wanted to take a minute and read y'all a book called Stars so that we could learn some more things about stars. So, let's get started. Wishing on a star. Some people say that a person should make a wish when he or she sees the first star that shines at night. The first star out is called a wishing star. But will a wishing star really make a person's wish come true? No, that's just a story, but it is fun to think so. This text box right here says make a wish. When people wish on a star, they may say this poem: Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I might, have this wish I wish tonight. A star universe. Here on Earth, we can see thousands of stars at night. They look like small lights in the sky. This text box says all it up. In the country, a person can see more stars than in the city. That is because there are fewer lights from the buildings and cars to get in the way of the light from stars. But stars only look small because they are so far away. Stars are really bigger than you can even imagine. If you stood next to a star, you could not see anything else. Stars are huge. Think of the biggest mountain you ever saw. Stars are bigger than that. Think of an ocean. Stars are even bigger than that too. Most stars are even bigger than the whole Earth. That's really big. This is what a star looks like up close. And this right here says stars are made of very hot gas. Can you see it coming off the picture? Right there. Or off the star. Now think about this. The stars we can see are just a small part of all the stars in the universe. Right here says the universe. What is the universe? It is anything everywhere. The universe is made of all stars, planets, and everything in space. The universe is much bigger than what we can see. There are more stars in the universe than a person can count in his or her whole life. That's a lot of stars. So stars are huge, and there are more stars than you can count. Think about that. Think about how big the universe must be. No matter how big you are thinking, the universe is even bigger than that. The sun is one of the many stars in the universe. If you look closely at this picture, it shows you this is how big the sun is compared to the Earth. That's huge, right? See? And these are the other planets. All those other things right there. We'll learn about those. And stars are everywhere in the universe. So that says the sun is the closest star to Earth. So that picture shows you the Earth and the sun and the moon. We mainly see stars at night, but there is one star that we see every day. It is our sun. The sun is a star. It is the most important star there is to everyone on Earth. Here's a picture of it right there. The sun gives Earth all the light and heat we need to live. See, there's a little girl watering her flowers. Or a woman. All about stars. Many things in the universe make patterns, but stars do not. Some stars are close together. Some stars are far apart. There are many stars in some places. In other places, there are few stars. People like to imagine patterns that stars make. They find pictures in the sky that are made by stars. The pictures are called constellations. We've talked about those before. Okay, then right here is the picture of the Big Dipper. It is a constellation and it looks like a big spoon. Do y'all remember learning about that? This little boy right here is looking through a telescope to help him see up in the night sky. All stars stars give light, but the amount of light they give is not the same. Some stars are very bright. The sun is a bright star. Other stars are not as big. Still, you could not look at a star up close. They are all too bright for that. The brighter the star is, the more light it gives. Alright, and then figure it out right here. It says, why does our sun seem brighter than these stars? Why do you think that is? A group of stars is called a galaxy. Some galaxies are very large. They can have trillions of stars in them. Some galaxies are small. They can have only a few million stars in them. That's still a lot of stars, though. We live in the Milky Way galaxy. There are billions of galaxies in the universe. Think about how many stars that means there are. Galaxies can be different sizes and different shapes. There are many types of stars. Red dwarfs are small and do not give much light. They are very old stars. Yellow stars are bigger with more light. The sun is a yellow star. Blue giants are very large and bright. There are not many blue giants. And then here's a picture that shows you all the different stars. There's our red dwarf, yellow star, a blue giant. A very long time from now, the sun will get much bigger. It will become a giant star. Giant stars are very, very bright. Many stars that we see in the sky are giant stars. Black hole. When a star dies, it becomes smaller and smaller. Finally, it may become a black hole. A black hole has a lot of power. It pulls things inside of it. A supergiant star is even bigger than a giant star. It has 1,000 times as big as our sun. There's a picture. And starlight, star bright. The next time you see a wishing star, think about it. Think about how big it is. Think about how bright it is. Think about all the stars in its galaxy. That star may not grant your wish, but it will give you plenty to think and dream about. Okay. That is the end. So, I hope you enjoyed learning more about stars. You'll have to tell me about them when we get back to school. I want y'all to go out at night and look and see if you can find any galaxies. See if you can find the Big Dipper, since we talked about that right before school got out. I've missed seeing y'all. I hope we get back to school soon so that I can see y'all again. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you when we get back to school. Bye, guys.